Hello, peoples off the tube. Languages are a strange thing, aren't they? It's been a long time since I did that video about constipado, so maybe you don't remember the story, maybe you do. Of that time I was in Spanish class, back at standard grades, so 2007, 2008, and we're doing a listening exercise and we're asked, why can Conchi's father not come on the boat? And the answer was constipado, and we're like, well, I guess he was constipated. And it turned out that didn't mean he was constipated, it was what linguistically is called a false friend. That's basically the gist of my constipado video. But I was thinking of similar stories to that recently. I was thinking about, because the brush is currently learning Spanish, so and some of the mistakes that she made with words that in English kind of mean the same thing, but there's more than one word. It's it's not contronyms, but also not homophones. I don't remember what the word is for two words that are spelt the same and they sound the same. It's the same word, but they mean different, not opposite things, just different things. And we have that in English. And this just brought back to mind a story that I was told in my first year at uni that it kind of amused me. Because like I said, languages are complicated things. And even once you get to the point where you know all the words and you know the structure of the sentences, you've got it all down, there's still possibility for you to make mistakes. And this story is of one such mistake. When I was in university, first year of uni, I did French, and our French teacher that we had was telling us a story about when she was a student, and her lecturer wanted to communicate some important information with one of his female students. The fact that she's female is relevant to this story, kind of. But anyway, there's further information that they would need to communicate about out with of the class. And this lecturer, English was not his first language. I don't know if he was French, possibly not, but it wasn't English. So he said to her, well, basically what he wanted to communicate with her was the question, how can I contact you? But what he said was, where can I touch you? And yeah, straight away, that's not a good thing to say. I mean, I'm sure in a romantic situation, that would be quite a considerate and thoughtful question to ask. Where can I touch you? I don't want to touch you in places where you would rather I did not. Great. But in a classroom situation, that is never an appropriate question to ask. The answer is nowhere. Please do not. But yeah, it's kind of an amusing story. And linguistically, that makes sense. Contact and touch, those words mean the same thing. But in that scenario, with that particular word phrasing, where can I touch you is... Also, how can I touch you would also not work. Where can I contact you? That would be fine. How can I contact you? That would be fine. In fact, if you added a get in, where can I get in touch with you? That would be fine. But he did not say any of these things. So it just popped into my head earlier, and I was like, that's quite a funny story. Does that warrant making a video about it? No, of course not. But I've not made a video since like Halloween, and that's 3 weeks ago. So I just thought I'd pop in and do an unofficial sequel to Constipado, where much like Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, I just retell the story very quickly, and then I tell you another very similar story. So that's just the story of where can I touch you? Our lecturer thought that was quite a funny story. It is quite a funny story. Fortunately, nothing bad occurred. No one was upset. Everything was fine. But it's a useful little tale. You've got to sort of watch out that even once you've mastered the language, there's just these slight little differences, and suddenly you've not mastered the language at all. I mean, I can barely speak English, so the chances of me ever having another language good enough that that sort of mistake would happen is quite unlikely. But it's a life lesson. So I will be back at some point. I filmed another Avery Sadman's holiday while I was on holiday. That's going to be the last one ever. I'm done with that series. Those Avery's shirt and Fun McGlasgow's shirt are too scruffy. I can't wear them out and about. I mean, I don't particularly want to anyway. So yeah, they've both been retired as costumes. So that series is ending. I'll keep them. I'll keep the characters. I'm just not going to wear their clothes on holiday. It's kind of weird. Other than that, there is another video coming in. Ooh, I want to say on the 30th of November. A video then. Keep an eye out for that. Maybe. Until then, though, thank you for watching and have a nice day. It's just another of these videos where I feel like the ending to Es Constipado was me saying, what's the point in this video? Honestly, I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed that story. I hope you don't ask someone in your class where you can touch them, unless the situation deems that acceptable. Bye.